And the Injil that was given to Jesus, yes. The New Testament that we have, not exactly.
But the Quran says that we find him in the Injil that we have.
What?
7:157 written down with them in the Injil.
No.
I'm presenting my point and I'm answering him. When I finish talking, you can open your ugly mouth.
Yeah. You're great. Gonna let you finish.
You gotta relax.
Stop
You
saying
gotta
relax.
relax.
Stop.
Oh, you see that?
No.
Hey,
David. Gotta love what that comment was. 5 minutes in, they're already starting defending child marriage. So it's the first thing they want to bring up. Guys, why are you so mad? We want to have sex with children, okay?
I love it though. This is like I love the fact that this is a basic conversation that we have whenever it comes to criticizing Islam. Hey guys, we are here to speak about Islam. Oh yeah, really? So you want to talk about child marriage? Why do you have a problem with child marriage?
Can be even lamer, man. You could like go to Subway. I'm like, hey, I'd like a Subway club. So what about child marriage then, huh? Let's talk about begging the children.
I'm not really very fond of some. Oh, you don't like child marriage? What's your problem with child marriage?
I'm good. I just wanna come through the one that you say.
You wanna do what?
The marriage of Aisha.
Okay. You want to?
There's a little misconception that I want to make clear.
But Prince Ali, are you trolling or are you seriously going to talk about the marriage of Aisha?
I want to talk about banging kids.
Can you listen? I want to make clear the misconception about the marriage of Aisha.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, man. We're listening.
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Awesome. What would you like to bring up?
Well, I'd like to bring up the fact that you're all faggots. And
That's what I thought.
All right.
Hey, we have to point out, did we start with any name calling or anything, any of that?
No, we sure
And, and Hamid, we're not going to resort to calling you names, but we let other people set the tone, and you've said that you want a pattern of name calling. Again, I'm not going to insult you, but I will insult your God and your prophet. Avery just put it on the screen. You could look at the Darussalam edition as well. They classify it as Sahih.
It's great Sahih. Greatest Sahih right here, brother.
By Al-Albani. So are you a greater hadith scholar than Al-Albani?
Yes, Bukhari.
Whoa! Yes.
Albani, and it's
We're dealing with the greatest hadith scholar of all time here, ladies and gentlemen. I did not know this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the same hadith is mentioned in Bukhari and did not mention that sitting part in the muddy water. That sitting
Argument from silence.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. I'll just say one last thing before leaving. Thank you, Apostate Prophet. You helped me understand my religion better. But I have to thank David Wood mainly because he saved me from this pessimistic and nihilistic atheism. And now I'm learning more about Christianity. Thank you, guys.
So, first of all, I'd like to start with acknowledging some respect. I've noticed that David and AP, we call him Apus. He goes and
Did you just call him Apus? Sorry, Avery. It's your show, Avery. It's your show. Avery. But
I have to point out one thing.
He crossed the line there. He crossed the line with calling AP Apus.
I have to point out one thing. For anyone who wants to come and do this name calling and stuff, you have to know that this directly leads to a desecration of Quran pages. So unless you want the Quran to be ripped up to bits and disrespected and spat on, and I don't know all that, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. It's not very smart.
Look what your actions have caused. We aren't going to do this.
Stand before Allah.
And we even warned you earlier in the show. And look what you do. It's almost like they want us to do this.
When you stand before Allah, will you say, "Oh Allah, yes, I caused him to rip up the Quran and disrespect it. I did it." Do you really want to be confronted with that? You will be punished. You will be humiliated by Allah.
Yeah, guys, look, we told you before this, man. We want to keep it cool. We want to keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? We don't mind trash talk. We can handle trash talk, but just blatant, disgusting disrespect, it's gonna lead to some things that I know that you guys won't like. All right?
Yeah, learn some manners, basic manners that your religion did not teach you.
That's it. So there's only so much I can do, guys. There's only, I can only hold these guys back so much. But if you're gonna come up here, insult with disgusting insults, stuff like that, I can't stop them.
David, you should put some hot sauce on that before you eat it next time. Just put some hot sauce and
season it a little bit, Come on. And as a Muslim, we have to look at it another way, and not in a way that opposes Allah. And in fact, it reminds me of this bit right here. Tell me if this sounds familiar to guys.
Muslims, and we don't use our brain. If Allah contradicts our brain, we take our brain out of the sight. We take our brain out of the world. You understand? As a Muslim, and we don't use our brain. If Allah contradicts our brain, we take our brain out of the sight.
See, as a Muslim, we don't. Now that was a Muslim talking.
The brain is from Satan.
The brain is from Satan.
The brain it is from Satan.
We take it out of the sight if it contradicts Allah. We take it out of the sight. Good. Are you a Muslim?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Basically?
What does that mean?
I am, yes.
Yeah, kind of.
Now I'm doubting.
A little bit.
Well, that seems to be a center question to everyone. So, yeah, I am, yes. What about it?
You believe that Muhammad's a prophet, the last prophet?
Muhammad is a prophet, yes.
Do you believe he's the last prophet?
Well, the continuation indicates that he was the last prophet. Yes. What is your issue with that?
Okay.
No issue, my friend. I'm just making sure that you.
So he's a true prophet, right? Muhammad was a true prophet.
Yeah, you believe he's a true prophet?
A prophet of God, yes.
Okay, good.
Okay. Do you believe his marriage with Aisha was sanctioned by God?
But you jump into all kind of things. So
I'm just trying to make sure you're a real Muslim. That's all. I'm just trying to make sure you're a real Muslim. I'm not even bringing an argument. I just want to know, just to make sure you're a real Muslim, do you believe that his marriage with Aisha
but that wasn't the topic. I don't know why you're jumping into Aisha and all kind of things.
Sounds like a real Muslim, Avery.
Okay, so how does mate come in with him not having a son? What does a mate have to do with this?
Okay, let me explain this to you. If he has a son, that means he's no longer monotheistic. So why he talks about the mate is because he's mocking them, because it's already a foregone conclusion that he doesn't have a mate because he's God, he's monotheistic. So he's saying, I would have to have a mate to have a son. You already know I don't have a mate, so why would you ask me if I have a son?
Could Allah have a son without having a mate?
Yeah, he can. Yeah. See, you guys don't understand that he's saying that in mockery.
Hey, please don't walk off.
Yeah. See, he doesn't accept the conclusion. So here's where I want to go with that.
Does this make sense?
Quran 4:171. Quran 4:171.
Oh yeah, you're welcome anytime, Bonafide, if you have more questions.
We will be praying for you that you come to Christ.
Especially
thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'll join again when I'm not as tired and nervous. I'm sorry.
Sorry, David's scary. We get it.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Thanks, Bonafide. God bless you, brother. Pray for you, man.
Oh yeah, well we don't have that at the moment. I can show you where he is in the New Testament.
But you said, the Quran says that they have it with them, so they can find him written in the
Injil. Correct, because Injil has two different definitions, Mr. Apostate.
And what was it? What was it that Allah was referring to when He said the Injil that they have with them?
Okay, that's referring to the New Testament. or whatever they had with them.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Awesome!
Really?
Hey, I agree.
Really?
Yeah, Injil linguistically has two definitions, dude. What's wrong with you guys?
Okay, so it is
And
the
one
New
of
Testament. What
them
do they
is
have
New
with them?
Testament. You heard it here.
No. Okay, so I don't know if it was coined as New Testament, but it's just going to be referring what is with them, what is corrupted with them. Yeah.
So what you are saying is that when it says that they can find Muhammad in the Injil they have with them, you are saying that that it refers to the New Testament. So
It refers to what they. It refers to the corrupted scripture they had with them. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So you can point at it right there then.
Okay, Apostate Prophet.
Still waiting for the answer.
What answer? What answer?
Is he mentioned in as Ahmad in the Injil? Yes or no?
In the Injil that was given to Jesus, yes. The New Testament that we have, not exactly.
But the Quran says that we find him in the Injil that we have.
What?
7:157 written down with them in the Injil. That's where we find Muhammad.
Okay, but it doesn't say that Jesus called him Ahmad in the Injil that you have.
No, it says that Jesus.
You
told
see, again,
them,
you continue with these fallacies.
No,
hold on.
Hold on. It says that Jesus told the people that he will about the prophet who will come, whose name is Ahmad.
Yeah, he's speaking the good news. Yeah,
we're supposed to understand this. We're supposed to understand that this is somewhere to be found. We are also supposed to understand that Muhammad.
That's not true.
No, AP, it's not found anywhere. He could just say
the unlettered messenger who is found in their scripture, in their text.
You notice how we're not actually dealing with the argument at this point? We just never deal with it. Yeah.
Because what are you even talking about?
We haven't even.
The Quran.
Wait, let me.
The Quran says Jesus said this. We say, where did Jesus say that? You say nowhere.
What?
It's not in any text. It's nowhere. Okay, so the Quran is just.
How does that mean he didn't say it? How does that? That's an. Wait. Hold on. So
that's right.
Are you
that's
saying?
Right. Look at what you just said. How does this mean he didn't say it? Great. Prove to me that Muhammad didn't say David Wood is a prophet. I'm claiming that he did.
Muhammad said. Jesus
see now this is just hold on. David was lost. Let me address a couple things.
You've asserted that you can just say it without the text.
Hey,
relax.
Stop saying relax.
Stop saying relax.
You gotta relax, bro. You gotta relax.
Stop saying relax. Stop saying relax. Stop saying relax. Stop.
Oh,
you see that?
No.
David, I'll piss on you and your family, David.
Do it.
You see, look what he did.
Don't do it. Quit talking.
Interrupted real quick. Now I didn't kick him. I just dropped him for a second to cool off.
All right,
let's come back if you want.
Let's be calm. I think he was the first one who actually had a little bit of a brain tonight. So except for the one before him, who was a nice guy.
The ability to create. Steve Jobs was able to create iPhone.
That's not the same thing. Steve Jobs creates something from things that already exist. He puts something together. He does not create life.
A bird already exists before Jesus.
No, it doesn't. Jesus gives life to a clay bird
before Jesus came into this earth.
Did that bird exist before Jesus created it?
Did iPhone exist before Steve Jobs created it?
Muslim man. Did that bird exist before Jesus created it?
No, same thing as iPhone didn't exist.
No, not the same thing. Follow me here. Not the same thing.
We're talking about things that came into existence before
did Steve Jobs
created
did Steve Jobs add anything to the iPhone that did not exist in one way or another as matter in this world, and that he brought into existence?
He creates the whole universe.
Yeah, brother,
so
please.
I understand you. You have plenty of time to talk. Just let me finish what I'm saying, and then
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I didn't know that this was your live stream. Excuse me, Your Grace. But if I may, Your Grace.
Okay. Say, what do you want to say?
Thank you so much, Your Grace. Forgive my insolence. But what I was asking is just a straightforward answer, if I can, Your Grace, and forgive my insolence again.
Even to be equal to him, because if there is two gods, every god will be trying to be superior to the other god as they will compete.
You just
among
contradicted yourself. You just contradicted.
I'm not talking to you, Apostate. I'm
talking to you. I'm not asking for your permission.
I'm not talking to you.
You just contradicted yourself.
I'm talking to only one person. When I finish with
we have three people here. We have three people.
I wasn't coming live actually. I was trying to talk to GodLogic, and to be honest, I'm not honored by talking to you, Apostate Prophet, because
I'm not very honored by you either.
I find it disgusting, really.
Well, I find you disgusting. So what does it matter? We have a panel here, and you came on here to present your points. I don't really care what you think about me. You're making an argument, and the argument is stupid, and I'm pointing it out.
I'm presenting my point, and I'm answering him. When I finish talking, you can open your ugly mouth.
Yeah. You're good. Gonna let you finish.
I agree with Yahya. AP.
Yeah.
Shut your ugly mouth, AP.
Listen, you're great.
Thank you, Yahya Sinwar. Continue.
With all due respect, Your Grace, I do have these guests here who are part of the conversation. Now, please forgive Apostate Prophet's insolence and my insolence. Please forgive us. But as part of the program, I do have these guests. These are my honored guests here. So they can chime in here and there, Your Honor. So please forgive the insolence of my guests and myself.
Yahya Sinwar. So you joined a live stream where we have 3 people on a panel to discuss. If you are so disgusted by me, which is understandable, considering that I'm also disgusted by your pedophile prophet, then you could have just chosen a stream where I'm not on, for example, and then made your point. But you are here to discuss with us, so you should probably not complain about the fact that you joined this channel, this panel, to defend your pedophile cult. So if I then chime in with some objections to what you said, please, Mr. Yahya Sinwar, just engage with it instead of being insulting. You just contradicted yourself, and I was just pointing that out. But yeah, continue.
Okay, can I answer you?
Yes, sure.
While I can remind you, you can Google how many your church have abused for the last 200 years.
What does this have to do with anything, Yahya?
No, it's all related, Habibi.
Yeah,
all related.
Your church, AP. AP, the agnostic. How many people in your church have done
I have
things?
to tell you one thing. There are lots of pedophiles going around who have sex with adults, but also with little children. It doesn't mean that they only like little children. It means that they have a problem where they also approach children while also approaching adults. So that is not a very good argument. Not a very good point. Not sure why you bring this up anyway. But so that doesn't mean that Muhammad was not a pedophile. But continue. You're right. You're right. Jesus never said, "I and the Father are one," and nobody comes to the Father except through me. Right?
No, he did it. Jesus said as well, the apostle and the believer, they are with me and God. Do they all become gods?
Yeah. Respectfully, that's not addressing the point. So the point at hand is that you made a contradictory statement. One instant you said it's impossible for Allah to have a companion equal to him that he can have a son with. But then you said that it is possible for Allah to create a companion equal to him that he can have a son with. So which one is it? Can he do that, or is that impossible? Can he? Not will he. Can he? Does he have it in his ability to have a son without an equal companion?
If he wished to have a son without a partner, still the ownership of whatever he create is his own. Like we are his creation, alongside with everything as a universe.
Can you just answer yes or no?
Please, just you relax.
Can you just answer yes or no? Because it
was you relax. He's asking me. I answer the way I like. If you don't like me, go away.
Go away, AP.
God's ability is unlimited, and God can do whatever He wants, fit to His Majesty. He wouldn't do.
Why don't you just answer the question?
Oh, it's okay. He's getting there. Go ahead, Yahya.
No. I guess Apostate Prophet, he like to hear his voice. Please speak.
I would like to hear you. I would like to hear those beautiful, wonderful words coming out of your mouth in response to a question asked.
So why you interrupting them?
I'm pretty sure that you are completely capable completely capable, Mr. Yahya Sinwar, of giving a wonderful answer to a very simple question that you are asked. And when you give lengthy answers, you lose the audience. People don't listen. Even Avery, even he didn't get your answer because it was too lengthy. You didn't answer the question directly. So when you're asked a question, how about stop wasting everyone's time and just give a proper answer to the question?
You done?
I think he's done, Your Grace.
Avery,
I didn't say I'm done.
We cannot.
I didn't say I'm done. I didn't say I'm. You just asked me if I'm done. I didn't say I'm done yet. So
I'm still waiting. Then
why are you talking?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm done. Continue.
Continue what? I need to start again.
You don't need to start again.
You don't know what to say?
You don't need to start again.
No, I know what to say.
So continue.
Okay. You're gonna interrupt me when I start?
I can't promise.
So you said my question about
I promise you, I will shut you up again. Regarding God, His Majesty, you cannot question His ability to do anything, but anything He does according to His Majesty, what fit to God to do. For example, God would not lie. God would not do bad things. Yeah, okay. Nice one. I collect to answer your question. You might not be satisfied with my question, and I'm not gonna spend all night here just expressing myself and going forward and backward. Waste of time. And we cannot keep Apostate Prophet quiet for much longer.
The question is too difficult.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
The question is too difficult. We just can't have the answer. We have to go to a book. We just can't have the answer. It's too difficult, man. We just don't know how to do it.
The answer is the first one I answer.
Sinwar, I just have one question. I didn't talk to you very much tonight, and I feel very sad about that. But just one thing: do you agree with the Islamic ruling that those who leave Islam and make it public that they have left Islam should be executed in an Islamic state?
Actually, Quran answers that in Surah Al-Isra, that aminu aw la tu'minu, believe or you don't believe, it's up to you. There's no, we cannot force anybody to stay in Islam if he wants out. Besides, we are in a free world. God doesn't want people to come by force to worship Him. If you don't want to worship Him, this is why we have a free will.
That's very nice. So you don't agree with hadiths and Islamic jurisprudence?
No.
And
because any hadith contradicts the Quran, I don't take it seriously.
So you would say that those who say that apostates should be executed, that they are wrong and evildoers, and
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Very good.
Wow.
All right. Thank you, Yahya. Appreciate it.
Now we're all friends. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Sinwar, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Goodness. Okay. You got the Quran there? Hey, even pulled up. I didn't even say which verse I wanted to go to, but Avery pulled it up anyway.
That's right.
Interesting. So you have here, you brought up Revelation chapter 1, and Avery has on the right side of the screen is a passage, Surah 57, and there's 1 through 3 are all relevant, but in context, this is Allah speaking. And Allah says, He is the first and the last and the ascendant and the intimate, and He is of all things know it. So this actually ties into what you're talking about Allah being all knowing. But look at what Allah says right there, talking about Allah, and says He's the first and the last. You have the same thing in the Old Testament referring to Yahweh as the first and the last. Some of our friends earlier cited Isaiah 44:8. If you just go 2 verses earlier, Isaiah 44 verse 6, you have Yahweh being called the first and the last. And then as John is receiving this revelation here, he says in verse 17, when I saw Him, I fell at His feet as though dead, but He laid His right hand on me, saying, fear not, I am the first and the last. So Allah in Surah 57 verse 3 refers to Himself as the first and the last. The book of Isaiah refers to Yahweh as the first and the last. So in verse 17 here, when I saw him, I fell at his feet as though dead, but he laid his right hand on me, saying, "Fear not, I am the first and the last." Who would the first and the last be here in Revelation 1?
That's Jesus Christ, but I'm talking about Revelation chapter 1, verse 1.
Yeah, that's fine, but
so my question is, who gave Jesus Christ revelations? Because it says it in chapter 1, and I'm saying who gave Jesus Christ. What does revelations mean? That's what I want to know. What does revelations mean? What is the definition of revelations?
Yeah, what I'm pointing out to you is you went to a chapter of the Bible and said, here's a chapter of the Bible which undermines Christian doctrine and portrays Jesus as not God. And yet I point out in that exact same chapter that you're saying undermines Christian doctrine, Jesus refers to himself as the first and the last, which according to both the Old Testament and the Quran is a title of Allah. The first and the last, those are two of Allah's 99 names. So if Jesus is just a merely human prophet, and you're saying that Jesus is a merely human prophet according to Revelation 1, why is he taking the names of Allah?
What does it say in Revelation? How do you explain
Jesus is the
chapter
first?
1?
It says Jesus is the first and the last. Those are names of Allah. So why would he say that if he's just trying to tell people he's a regular prophet?
I didn't ask you that question. I asked you which chapter 1, verse 1 means.
Well, Chris, because what he's doing he's giving you the context of Revelation 1. You went to Revelation 1 to assert that it's showing that Jesus is not God. So he's using Revelation chapter 1. If you read down a little bit further, we clearly see Jesus is calling himself God. Is that correct?
And you want me to tell you why? Because in Hebrews, if you go to Hebrews,
no, just stick right here. Stick right here for me, please.
No, I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna stick with that. The reason why Jesus is called God,
here, my brother, here, Jesus is referring to himself as God when he claims to be the first and the last, right?
Yeah, because in the Bible it says ye are all gods, but he's not the all-knower.
All right, so we'll do this again. Who's the first and the last, Chris?
Jesus Christ.
Now, according to the Quran, who's the first and the last?
Allah.
So Jesus is claiming to be God by claiming to be the first and the last, right?
But what I'm trying to say is this. I'm not disputing what you're trying to say.
I want to pause here because this is interesting. Open challenge. These are Muslims coming to a live stream where there is an open challenge to the Muslims to join the live stream. We have a Muslim in the comment section who co-hosts a YouTube channel and is challenging us to come to their live and discuss with them. When we're live right now, we're here right now. Why won't you come up and engage with us?
So you're saying
none of your guys that hide on that little live stream that y'all do and come and actually bring your objections and bring your challenges here to the panel today? Why won't y'all do it? I'm live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. None of you ever show up.
9 viewers.
You're in the comment section. Don't interrupt me, AP. You're right here in the comment.
9 viewers.
You're right here in the comment section, barking from the comments. Come up. The link is pinned. Come up. Bring all your guys from that hang out on that little live stream, and come up and bring all your objections.
Thank you.
So Avery, so what you're saying is it's basically like you have an auditorium filled with people. You've got the octagon right in the middle. You're standing in the middle of the octagon saying, I take all challengers, anyone. You have a huge crowd, thousands of people. You're standing in the middle of octagon saying, hey, anyone wants to challenge me, come here. What you're saying is then some guy from the crowd comes out and says, oh yeah, well down the street in my grandma's basement, we're having a discussion. So if anyone wants to challenge us, come over there. And you're saying, what are you talking about? I'm standing in the middle of the octagon. We got the whole crowd here. Why are you saying go somewhere else where no one's watching? The evidence we have makes no sense whatsoever if Jesus were a Muslim prophet. So if Jesus were a Muslim prophet, we would not expect the biggest bunch of shirk ever in the 1st century. But that's exactly what we find according to Islam. We find the biggest package of shirk forever that this guy is the divine Son of God, and everyone who could possibly identifies him as such. The conclusion is there's no way this guy was a Muslim. You can't be. You couldn't have given people that impression and still be called a Muslim.
Yeah. What's your name again, dear friend?
My name is Ilyas.
Ilyas. So do you now accept that Jesus is God, and do you now accept Christianity as a truth?
No. Why? It's very easy. It's because of no. It's because of what you're saying can make sense, but then if he was Son of God, then why does he not know the hour? If he would be God himself.
I would suggest before anyone goes into it. You asked a question about Old Testament and New Testament, which gives me the impression that you may not have studied the topic very much, and probably don't know much about the Gospels and what the New Testament actually is, or what the Old Testament is, and so on. I would suggest before getting into a debate about these things, and before challenging, to sit down and have and maybe read it. You know, you could always get a Bible and start reading it. You could always get a New Testament and start reading it, and to have a proper understanding of what these books actually are saying and what they are all about, and so on. That would also give you the possibility to arrive at explaining the nature of Jesus. This is a discussion that you are asking about, which was very prominent in the early centuries of Christianity, and which has been laid out very, very much, and is at this point so old that it's no longer a discussion at all, unless we are talking to people coming from a Muslim background who don't seem to be very familiar with Christian theology and Christology and all that. These are things that have been sorted out long time ago. There is no contradiction there.
I'll just add a little quick point, because it actually what our friend brought up actually makes our point for us. So the passage he's referring to, says, "Of that day," talking about the future day of judgment and so on. No man knows, not even the angels, not even the Son, but only the Father. Right. So you have a question for Christians. Hey, if you believe in the deity of Christ, how do you reconcile this? And there are multiple ways Christians have gone through this. Some just describe it in terms of the incarnation, that Jesus is entering humanity as a human being. You have others who are pointing out that it's a longer explanation, but they explain it in terms of first century marriage rituals, which would have been understood at the time. We don't need to go to any of that. Just read what the passage is saying. Jesus is no man knows, not even the angels, not even the Son, but only the Father. According to the passage that you bring up to show that Jesus is a Muslim, or that Christianity is wrong, he says, okay, no man knows this, not even the angels, not even the Son. There's a hierarchy here, and the Son is over all people and even all angels. And so, is Jesus the Son according to Islam? No. Is God the Father according to Islam? No. So when you go to a passage to prove that Jesus was a Muslim, and it's a passage where Jesus is the Son and he's referring to the Father, which completely contradicts Islam, is that a good passage to go to show that Jesus was a Muslim?
No, actually no.
That's correct. Good. We respect the honesty too.
And originally in Hebrew, that is Eliyahu in the Bible. Do you know what Eliyahu means?
No.
It means my God is Yahweh. So my God is Yahweh. That's directly what it stands for. Yahu is the Hebrew way, the biblical way of referring to Yahweh, which is the name of the God of the Bible. And Eliyahu, Elijah, or Elias, is a prophet that is very, very much associated with specifically reminding people that there is one God, and that is Yahweh. That is his God. That is our God. As it says in the Bible repeatedly, Yahweh is our God. He is one. So your name that is given to you Islamically is found directly in the Quran, and that name was taken from Jews who used that name. And Jews know what they do when they use that name. They find it in the Bible where it says, "My God is Yahweh." But you don't ever learn that your God is Yahweh, but your name says that your God is Yahweh. I would totally recommend looking into this entire point, because Islam is the name Yahweh is very much absent in Islam, but it is all over the Bible. This is because Islam was created with a lack of understanding the Bible, and once you look into the Bible, you can understand that the Islamic religion is very is devoid of much of the knowledge that is in the Bible. And I would suggest going down that road and leaving Islam behind and going towards something better, honestly.
So look into this, Ilyas. Thank you for coming. You're more than welcome to come back anytime. I'm live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all the time, every week. Also, you know David Wood and Apostate Prophet, they're live all the time as well. So I'm pretty sure they would have no problem talking to you again on further other issues. So you're more than welcome to come in. You're respectful, so I thank you for your demeanor. And come back again, man. Don't let it be too long that we talk again.
Thank you, Ilyas.
Thank you, guys.
All the best. Bye.
All right, guys, we are at the 4. We've been doing this for 4 hours, 40 minutes. I think that's a good place to wrap it up. We, had a good
What?
summer.
We didn't even start yet, man.
Man,
We're just getting warmed up, man. We haven't even started cooking yet.
We haven't. Okay, here you go. Look.
No, I'm just
We're
kidding.
kidding, man. We were totally kidding.
Hello, I got a quick question.
Did you hear the racists? Did you hear the racists?
I just got a.
Look what he did. Look what you did. You got yourself banned for racism. He opened the floodgates, and we were all shocked with the flood.
Look what you made me do, man.
Wow.
Look what you made me do. Look what y'all made me do. See, I was going to close out on a good note. Now we got that. Now we got to crush Muhammad again, man. Now I got to bring somebody.